This is Radio R, your home of African music. Like I said, we have two special guests here, and I really want to sort of dig into what they do. As I said, they deal with a topic which is really close to my heart, especially with what's been going on over the last year. We've seen a lot happening in the world related to George Floyd's. A lot has been going on, not just from the last year, but for many years in terms of racism in the world and unjust. But I have two special guests here who are tackling this topic in an area really close to home. We're here in Stuttgart in Germany, and they're based in Ulm, but they're really taking it to the streets here and taking it to the education system to not just be a voice and not just be all over Instagram and social media, even though that is a place where we are heard, but they're going into our education system here in Germany, and not only the education system but also doing it through music. So first I would like for them to introduce themselves. Welcome to Radio R.
Hello.
Hi. So if you can just let the people know the name of the group that you are.
Yeah, it's a German name.
No problem.
It's Mein Ich gegen Rassismus. It means like...
Yeah, me against racism.
Okay.
Because you can explain it.
Yes, I can explain because we are everybody. It's me.
Okay.
So it's not about just working with organization and say I work with an organization, I'm against racism. It's about everybody. To me as an artist, just going online on Instagram say I'm against racism, to speak out.
You're not able to hide behind the organization. I couldn't say, okay, I'm just part of, because when you meet racism or discrimination, it's up to your own me, and you have to decide with your own me that you have to fight for foreign people.
So just before we go further and deeper into what you do, first, if I can let you introduce yourself. Ladies first.
Okay. Hello, I'm Esra Nelly. I'm the founder of Mein Ich gegen Rassismus, and the mentor of the education program, Role Model of the Month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
me, I'm Favo. Call me Favo. I'm an artist, trap music, Afrobeat artist.
Okay.
From around here. Yes, and I just got a call yesterday, and that's how the story began.
Yeah, I understand from a short discussion we had. It's like you met today, you wrote a song today, you recorded today, and you shot a video all in one day. This must be a record or something for someone who put music together.
It's the fastest production ever.
To me, it's like I'm still dreaming or something. I can't realize. I see her today for the first time, and last night around 1 o'clock. The manager of this project, Bello, he called me. They're like, bro, I really need your help. Do you have time today? And he explained me the project, and it was to me like this is something I have. That's something I will cancel all my plans for and just start going to it.
Okay. So how did it all start for yourself?
Last year I moved to my home base to Ulm. And then everybody knows there was this demo hype about Black Lives Matter, and I was scared that it's just a hype. That's why I use the word. And I wanted to work.
Sustainable work.
Okay, sustainable.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wanted to work sustainable.
So not just something that's overnight, more
because
of a longer period.
I was really scared that it just going away, because the one part of my family is black and POC, and the other part of my family is white. And so I'm white, but I'm so close to that. And I'm mother.
Yeah.
And for me, it's so hurtful to think about that one of my family, one kid, could get a victim of racism, and I couldn't live with that decision if I know that I hadn't done something against it.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
So
It's
this
not
was,
possible.
so this was the main driving force. This was your motivation.
Yeah, my first motivation was really private normally. At first my family was a motivation, and then I got ex-husband, and he was really violent, so violent that he tries to cut my breast and something like that. And then there was a moment.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah, then there was a moment I was lying on the bathroom button, and there was the cold bottom and the hot blood, and it was not like you see it in the movies. There were no pictures.
Yeah.
What went through my brain or something like that. There was just one idea, one thought. If I'm dying right now, my kids should stay alone in this world.
Yeah, yeah.
And I couldn't. And in this moment, I was sure I will not die today. Even if I'm hearing him yelling and screaming, that it will be my last day. But for me, I decided I don't will die. I will get out of that, and when I'm standing again, I will fight for every kid in the world to grow up with peace. And that was my main motivation. This hard experience.
Thank you for sharing that story with us. It's a very personal story.
Yeah, it's really personal, but I learned about that. You're not a victim when you get bullied, or you're not a victim when someone is punishing you or something like that. To be a victim is a decision, and you could get beaten by.
Yeah.
And I decided that I don't want to.
So I would say I commend you for going through that and coming to where you are now today. It's a lot to go through.
Yeah.
And you are a strong person. You are, from what you've been through and as to where you are now, you don't know it, but you're an inspiration for a lot of people.
True.
Because not a lot of people can go through what you've been through and come and do what you're doing now. And not a lot of people can go through what you've been through and speak about it as well.
Yeah.
So I commend you a lot for what you've done.
If you don't speak about it, you're just protecting the
perpetrator, that person.
Bulliers.
The bulliers, yeah. If you don't speak about it, you just protect the bulliers,
and support them and give them freedom.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
And that's why we have to talk about all that. We have to talk about racism, about discrimination, about sexism, about everything.
That's true.
Yeah. So I understand that you had the first demo you had for Black Lives Matter was in
Yeah, that was, I left him and I moved to Ulm.
Okay.
And meanwhile, I was moving in my new flat with my kids. I organized the first demo in Ulm. And then I saw all the people and I thought, oh damn, how many of them will be übrig? Wie sag ich das?
Be left?
Okay, then I saw all the people and I thought about how many people of them will be left after that.
Yeah.
And it makes me scared.
Like, how many will remain? Like, if it's not the hype, how many? There are people who just go follow the hype. Yes.
Okay.
And then the important thing is that I thought about how could I change something, because before me there were so many inspiring people like Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Why do I think that I could make a change?
Yeah, I think this is the question that a lot of people, because I think a lot of the people will be first, they'll see you. I think they will look at what's on the outside. Yeah. They'll see your. Where are you from? Are you from Germany? That's a question.
I'm Sorbisch.
You're Sorbisch.
Yeah, we are a little was this nation? Kleine Nationalität.
Yeah,
a little nation, but they're really
Yeah, it's really
left.
hidden, or the
really left.
Okay, so first, I think people will see you and be like, why do you want to get involved in it? Why, you know? But I think you've answered that question.
Yeah, but
you've answered, you definitely know. I don't think I know you've answered the question.
And the answers are so offensichtlich.
Obvious.
Obvious.
Mm-hmm.
The answers are so obvious because it doesn't matter if it's about racism or if it's about I need the word from you. Knochenmarkspende. For example, when you're giving something of your back to someone else and he's sick, he needs that.
Oh, like
bone. I don't know.
Bone marrow or something, like you're given a
bone mark. Yeah.
Bone mark.
If you
transplantation.
Yeah, transplant.
Yeah, for example, someone needs a bone mark transplantation.
Yeah, bone marrow or something.
Then it's up to them. Oh Gott, ich brauche das Wort betroffen. Yeah, it's up to them who are not involved to care for them who are involved.
Yeah.
For example, when you need a transplantation like that, you couldn't say, okay, I'm going to do it on my own. No, you need someone who's not involved. And that's also the reason why I decided to fight against racism, because I'm not involved. So I have to fight for them who are involved.
You have power. We are all the most
I got a power, and there's nothing what can scare me. Because I've seen so many bad things. There's nothing, and that's what I told you. That's not the worst thing. So I'm not scared, and you need someone who's not scared. Because, for example, a lot of racists are writing me or talking to me. Or you're, was heißt Verräterin?
Traitor.
Traitor. The white traitor, the whole of blacks, something like that. Because I really hear a lot of bad things, and they are thinking that they could destroy me, but it just motivates me.
Yeah. And I'm glad to hear it does motivate you and it hasn't put you off. Continue to doing what you're doing now. So from what I understand through what you've started, which that's mine.
Could I just say one thing about why I think that for all of us, not for me, this change is possible, because in the later times there was no medial word, and now we're able to see tears through Instagram, for example. We could say, "Hey, I'm sorry." Through all over the world.
There's no boundaries.
We're starting to feel global. That's a new generation. It's a new global feeling, and in this new world, a change is possible.
That's it.
That's why I think it could be done, and why I'm thinking we could end racism. Because there is a hope. So people listen, there is a hope.
That's so.
So many years before there was no hope because we got no global thinking. So Bewusstsein. No. Conscious. We got no global conscious, and now we got a global conscious, and through this global conscious, it is possible.
There are no boundaries.
It is possible now.
So you've spoken about what you do in terms of what you've been doing in terms of the campaigning. What is it that you are doing? I think what is it that you're doing that will also aid it?
The organization.
Yes.
Okay. My Nicht gegen Rassismus got, for example, and we're not nearly 1 year old.
Okay.
We're not nearly 1 year old.
Oh wow. Okay. That new.
And through now, at first it was just me and 2 friends.
Yes.
And now we are a huge team, and we got, for example, lawyers.
Okay.
And when you got a problem with racism, you could call us. We handle it for you.
Okay.
Even if you don't get money, you don't need something, because the right to get defended is for everyone.
Yes.
So, and that's what we're doing, for example. Or we're going to schools. For example, when a mother calls us and said, and is telling us, okay, my kid got problems. The teachers don't understand the problem. Could you help us to explain? Then we're going to the school with the mom, and we're helping like a medium.
You were the intermediate between the voice.
And we're working with classes. We're making not demonstrations. Our demonstrations are never demonstrations because my main job is Theaterpädagogin.
So you work in the theater as a pedagogue?
No. It is that you using the medium theater to educate.
Okay.
Because it's a natural medium for kids and young people, and it's much more easier to explain a lot of things. Instead, I'm sitting there and saying, "Oh, come on, kids, please listen. I'm going to educate you." No, so
you add in some, I don't know what you call
like
character,
art,
character, some flavor to it, to some maybe some
to
sauce,
act,
some sauce
to
it,
sing, to dance. We're going to put all the art stuff together to educate.
So it's not like they're just sitting there and you're speaking at them.
No, using acting.
Yeah. And so, for example, I'm also organizing my demos. For example, der Jahrestag.
Anniversary.
The first year anniversary of.
The first year of the anniversary. The first year of the anniversary of the speech of I Have a Dream.
Okay.
We, for example, if so they could imagine what we're doing. There was a young girl. She's a friend of mine, and I told her that I want to make a experiment. Experiment. I want to make an experiment, and she didn't know what I'm going to do. And she was standing on a stage, and I read my paper, and there were sentences like, "Okay, the black human is free, so free that you could touch his hairs without asking." And then one white people came, and jetzt musst du mir helfen. And he was taking eine Schnur.
A strand.
A strand.
A strand, yeah.
Strand.
It's like a piece of it.
Yeah. He was taking a strand through her head and hold it. Next sentence was, okay, the black human is free, so free that mostly he could sit and bust where he wanted, but the seat next to him stays free. Then another white guy came and makes the strand through her hips. And after 5 minutes,
it's like a rope instead.
And after 5 minutes, she was standing there. She was crying, and she got the strength on every part of her body. And then suddenly, the other people, the audience, began to cry too, because even the white ones realized what it means.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it was so a powerful picture for them to see this young girl crying there in the situation, that they could understand the first time what it means. And that's how I'm working. I want to give pictures to the people what they're not able to forget, and I want to make them feel again.
So is this all part of, so you mentioned, I think we sort of touched on it, your education program.
Yeah.
So is this how you deliver your education program?
Yeah.
Okay. So who are you targeting? Like, who are you going to schools? Are you going directly to the kids?
We're going directly to schools. Okay, Corona now is a problem, but normally we're going direct to schools and to firmen,
companies,
to companies and to schools, and we're working with them so that they are able to understand again. So, and the other thing is that our education plan. It's Unterrichtsmaterial. Class material. Yeah. Our education plan, mother role of the month.
Oh yes,
role model.
Role model. Our education program. Role model of the month.
Your German is a lot. Your English is a lot better than my German. My German's bad, so you're doing very, very well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fighting with myself. So. Okay, our education program, Role Model of the Month, is for primary schools, it's for high schools, and for the kindergarten. And in this, we're presenting those role models who fought against racism and discrimination in a young age. So everyone of them is under 18. Yeah. Most of them are under 12.
Okay. Wow.
And that decision was made because we thought that young people. That decision was made because we thought young people, I don't hate Kylie Jenner, but they need another role model like them or like Insta girls and boys. Yeah. They need real role models.
I think I understand you when you said, I think they're not just these people, to some people they're role models, but I think they need people that that are actually sort of closer to them, not just...
Yeah, they're close to them, and they are able to see through this education program, hey, there was a kid like me. And this kid moves the world.
Yeah, and that person actually lives not too far from where I live.
Yeah, and so we also decided that we're making 2 different parts of it. The first part is the global players. There are people like Malala. Of the youngest. And the other part is the hidden champions. People you don't know. And it was really hard to find people you don't know.
Because you don't know them.
I was sitting night by night to look and make research and but for example, I found a girl, and she was 14 years old when she started a helping organization, and it's called Jugend for Kenya.
Okay, like young people for Kenya or young people for Kenya.
And this girl, she, for example, just got 17 likes, and she founded a helping organization that they got the same rights and same education like us, and we want to give them a chance to get seen. Die sag mal du bitte, die es verdient haben.
And they deserve it. Like they want to show people who deserve to be seen, like with real values. Yeah. The other role models are like they are loved for their hard-looking things. It's very sad that you see like Kylie Jenner, they get so many likes just for pictures, and there are people who are really moving things. They are changing lives. There are the goals to change life and create a better world, and they don't get that much attention as.
Ich würde mal sagen, damit du noch ein bisschen mehr sagst, sage ich dir mal ein paar Punkte. Du kannst ja erzählen, dass wir jetzt das Buch rausbringen. Und es sind 12 Autoren und 12 Schriftsteller aus ganz Deutschland. Und da sind 2 wichtige Leute dabei. Rola El Halabi, I could tell the names, und Tariq Alaus. Und Rola El Halabi ist Boxweltmeisterin.
Okay.
Und Tariq Alaus ist als Flüchtling. He's really cool. He came as a refugee to Germany. And he learned the language and he goes higher and higher and higher. Und dann hat er kandidiert für den Bundestag. He was a candidate.
Not the government for
Bundestag.
Parliament,
Okay.
Yes.
Dann hat er für den Parlament kandidiert, aber er musste es quitten, weil rechte Leute haben seine Familie bedroht, sie umzubringen. Aber er ist auch einer unserer Autoren.
So he had some problem, or his family had some problems. So
a lot of radical racists.
Racism.
They said, okay, if you don't quit, we're going to do something worse to your family. And then he quit it. And now he's one of our authors.
So,
maybe you could tell it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. No, I think that I got the listeners got that as well. I hope, hopefully the listeners got that. They would have got that, understood that. I think it was clear in what you said. So I've a few questions just
Ach,
before
hast
we
du
have
uns
to.
aufgenommen jetzt? Was soll ich nochmal sauber kurz machen in 3 Sätzen?
Now you've lost me. Yeah, just a few more questions before we need to head off. How can people get involved in the program?
They just write. They should write us a message.
Yeah.
And then they could work with us.
So how do you have on Instagram or?
So this education program,
Okay.
I told you it's for kindergarten, primary schools and high schools. And for primary schools and high schools, we're going to release it at winter 21.
Yep, okay.
So that every mama or every teacher could download it. So it's education for free.
Yes.
Because education has to be for free.
So is this like maybe a document they can see, or is it an app or
128 pages.
Wow.
Yeah.
So.
And for the kindergarten, we're going to make a book. And this book, you also could get in touch with us, and we're going to give you our layout and something like that. And you just have to collect the money for your paper, and everything else you get it for free.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are 12 authors and 12 writers through Germany, and they're working together on this project. Even Rola El Alabi, she is a champion in boxing, so world champion. And Tariq Alaus, he was a candidate for the parliament in Germany. And yeah.
So this book is available in German, English, or how's it work?
At first in German, but there's one cool fact. There are the materials. They are called Impulse, and they are from the official international weeks against racism. Of the UN. And they wrote us that they want to have our project in this Impulse, in these materials for next year. And so we're joining this International Weeks Against Racism of the UN with our program. So it gets high.
Good. You can reach more. You can reach more people.
After that, they're going to translate it.
Yes.
In different languages.
Okay. So if I'm a parent in Germany now.
Yeah.
And I want to write
until winter 21, for example.
And it's winter 21.
You just are going to write us a message.
How can I write you a message?
In Instagram. We're really stupid technic idiots. We don't got a homepage.
Well, no, it's fine.
We just got Instagram.
This is how people communicate these days.
In Instagram, it's just mein Ich gegen Rassismus.
Yeah.
And
so
it got this
I see you're wearing on your top at the moment. Okay.
Bottom line.
Bottom line?
Mein Bodenstrich ich.
Oh,
underline.
Underline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
And in our city, we're going to sponsor our book to every kindergarten in Ulm.
Okay.
Yeah. And so other organizations could join us. And if they just have to collect the money for the material, it's really cheap for them. Because we're going to give them our layout and everything. And so they can make it happen to their city. Even if a mom in Frankfurt says, okay, I want to do it for my kindergarten, she could write us. And then, for example, everyone had made a photo book. You could download it, collecting the money for the photo book. It's just €5 or something like that. And then you could give it as a present to your kindergarten.
Okay.
Because there are no, you don't have to spend money for Verlag or something like that. So,
this is your home of African music, Radio R 99.2 FM. You briefly touched on the song that you made today.
Yeah.
When would it be available for people to listen to? When is the video coming out?
Das ist du, weil ich so viel geredet habe.
Oh, I don't. Yes. The thing is, they told me that the song was going to be released on Friday. This Friday, I think the video as well.
Yes.
So that's quite like Formula One project to me, and yes, that's when it's going to be released.
Yeah, it's very fast. Schnell.
Yeah, I have a YouTube, but to be honest, this is to me, I'm just the guy. I can't talk so much about what she's doing because it's just real life thing.
Amazing, and
R&B
it's so gross, so big.
Yeah, I do make songs about love. I do love songs all the time, like if about music. But I'm just here glad to support, and with my musical abilities to support what she's doing.
But
so
where can the listeners find yourself in terms of music and when?
Yes, everywhere, like Instagram at Favo, the voice of Favo, FAWO. So I'm from Togo, West Africa.
Okay.
Yes, my music is in German.
My West African brother here.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Ghana.
Ghana. Oh, okay. My mother's from Ghana. Like I switched every year. Ghana, Togo.
Switched. We'll claim you back. Don't worry.
So yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And my music is like German trap, R&B. Yeah.
YouTube channel musst du machen.
Yeah. Just Google Favo and you will find me. Like I make songs at home and I got covered on Spotify playlist.
So you could Google his name and then you'll find his YouTube account and at his YouTube account you could see the video and music, the song.
What's important is Spotify because that's how I make my money.
Yeah, and Spotify. So
Spotify,
you could support your Spotify. And at our Instagram page, we will upload it too.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go over the Instagrams again. So just how do you spell your Instagram for the listeners?
Just FAWO.
FAWO.
Or just the voice of Favo.
The voice, is that the Instagram? The voice.
Yes, the voice of Favo. Just
the voice.
So
of
und
Favo.
du darfst das jetzt buchstabieren. Soll ich dir kurz aufschreiben?
So the Instagram is Mein Ich Gehen Rassismus. So it's MEIN _ ICH _ GEGEN, yes, _ Rassismus, which is RASSISMUS. Just if you could just show the people in the camera, this camera here, perfect. That's it, people. So I would like to say thank you very much for sharing your story with us, and thank you very much for joining us here in your home of African music. We look forward to speaking to you again, and hopefully we can try and get involved. I personally can try and get involved somehow.
Yeah, of course.
And keep doing what you're doing.
And everyone could do something right now.
Go on, yes.
Because we got in Instagram a gallery.
Okay.
And everyone just take a sheet of paper and writing down Mein Ich gegen Rassismus. And take a picture in black and white.
Yeah.
And then you're going to write your statement, even if it's on English or on your language or whatever. So then you could join, and for a lot of people it's a good feeling to see so many people with here with the sign.
Okay, so if you can show the people out there. So they're holding up. So from what I can see, they're holding up a piece of paper which says "Mein Ich gegen Rassismus." Yes.
Yeah, and everyone has written his own statement, and that's a good feeling to see how the community grows.
Okay.
That's a really cool feeling.
Just like if the camera can see me. No, that's too bright. But we'll get there.
And if you want to spend money at the kinderbook or at the education program, you just buying shirts.
Yeah.
At Papa La Pap.
That's all.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Because this shirt 100% fair trade bio-wolle and things like that, and 100% of that goes to us.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a really cool cooperation. Papa La Pap. I'm going to show it.
Okay. So first, thank you very much for joining us here in the studio. Thank you very much for sharing that story. We will share your. Okay. Go on. If you can just show the camera, show the people again on the camera.
Okay, so.
Yeah, we will share your social media handles, and we'll share your work on our Facebook and on our Instagram as well. So remember, guys. So there we go. Thank you very much.
And they're supporting our education program with every t-shirt.
Okay. So remember, guys, this is your home of African music, Radio R 99.2 FM. And we've just heard a wonderful story about some of the outreach work that people here in Baden-Württemberg are doing. Remember, this is Radio R 99.2 FM, your home of African music.
99.22 FM. This is Radio Ara. This is Radio Ara, home of African music.